Hello all you beautiful people out there, what is going on? This is your friend Britik coming at you fast with some more Paragon gameplay with the Fae, the Bay, all day, day in our memories because we're Paragon. Today we're going to be talking about Visionary Games, and we're going to be talking about some more internal stuff, not really straight up about the game, but more so about the team and the company itself of Visionary Games and what's been kind of going on behind the scenes. Now, this might be interesting information, this might not be interesting information. I just wanted to get something out there because they're really busy working on some cool stuff. Their state of the games are not going to be monthly anymore. I talked to, some team leads on that, and they are trying to make sure that they don't have such a bad state of the game as they had last time with the 25-minute video with the PowerPoint presentation that nobody cared about. I mean, come on, like, what is this, high school again? So they got the feedback and they're like, okay, we don't want this to be a repeat. We want to make sure that our state of the games are going to be good. And so state of the games are not going to be a monthly thing anymore. They usually shot for 6 weeks, but now they're kind of just going to, when they feel comfortable revealing something noticeable and good, they're gonna reveal it. So they're kind of just taking their time and baking the cookies, so to speak, which I'm totally cool with, man. I mean, like, take all the time you need. Don't show us anything that we don't need to see. If it's gonna be something, make sure you show it to us, and that's gonna be awesome. We don't want to read text, or we don't want to go over information that we've already had. We don't need that. We just want progress to be made, and we believe in that. So that's one of the things that I talked about to Visionary Games. And also, I wanted to talk about their situation. So they recently had a restructure of their team members. They had some people leave. In fact, they had quite a few people leave. But overall, talking to all the leads, they all seem to enjoy the changes. They seem positive about the changes, and they think that it's going to be better moving on. So I'm going to explain what happened and then kind of talk about my opinion on that. So initially there was a project lead. His name was Brandon. I interviewed him back in April alongside a bunch of other Visionary Games members, and he was a pretty chill dude, and he was the lead. Like, he was the main lead on anything. So they've done away with that role. They've done away with having a big main lead, and they kind of just have all of the team leads. So like programming and coding, game design, art and texture, like they all have their own leads, and then have a bunch of people working under those leads, and then they come together in like this kind of congress, and they vote on things and they talk about things. So it's way more democratic in that way, and they seem to enjoy this kind of structure more so than the last one. And so people were talking about this and thinking this was a bad thing, when in all reality it can be a very good thing. Now, yes, you have less people on deck, which means you can get less work done, but if those people that were there weren't being too efficient in the first place, if the structure just wasn't working and people were being stressed out and just things weren't clicking, then it probably wouldn't have mattered much anyway. So after talking to these guys, I talked to 3 of the leads, right? They're all I talked to the community manager, Shakar. I talked to the game design director, Mr. Videos, and who's also part of the master development team. And then I also talked to Scavenger, who is the IT project manager. Talked to those 3, and all of them seem like way more positive about these changes. They seem really happy with the direction of where this is going, and they feel like they can get more work done in a more peaceful environment, which is really, really good and really important when you think about it. So, what does this mean for development? Well, it could mean that now that things are running more smoothly, it could mean that, hey, we're going to be more efficient, which is quite obvious. But I do want to play devil's advocate, like I always do. I want to play devil's advocate here, and I don't want them getting too comfortable, because the way they made it sound was like, hey, we can really go at our own pace now. We don't feel rushed to do things. It's good to not be rushed, like you want to put out a full product, but you also want to be efficient and effective, right? And you want to stick on schedule. and you want to make sure that, oh god, I missed that wombo combo so much, I'm sorry. You want to make sure that you're not taking like too long of a time doing one thing about the game, you know? Like we trust in the process, we know it's gonna take a while, but at the same time, you still have to have a little bit of a fire under your ass, you know? So that's like my only concern about this. That's maybe, and it's a super tiny concern. It's like almost non-existent, really. I'm probably gonna forget about it in 15 minutes once I'm done uploading this video. I just wanted to throw that in some people's faces and just kind of throw it into the discourse, because, you know, it's a valid concern in my opinion, you know, because I've seen it happen before where developers, you know, they get lenient and they lie back on their laurels, and then it just blows up. And I'm not even taking it, that's not even a shot at Epic. I don't even think Epic did that. I think Epic did too much in the wrong direction, whereas I don't want this becoming something like, I don't know, something that just loses support over time, where the developers just don't care, right? Something along those lines. Isn't that what happened with Gigantic? I don't know. I'm not too keen on the information about that game, so don't quote me on that. But anyway, they have an art and texture division led by Alethenia. They have game design director as Mr. Videos. The lore team lead is Mikdor. The master development team lead is also Mr. Videos. The mechanics team lead is Haggis. The sound, music, voice division is Uncle Boof. Programming and coding division, the IT project manager is Scavenger, and Linternator is the tech team lead. And then for community inquiries and events and feedback, Shakar is the community manager. And then there's other people working under these main big guys. So there you guys have it. Hopefully you enjoyed that tidbit of information. Just trying to keep you guys in the loop as much as possible with everything, really. It's just every party has been very quiet, you know. Visionary Unleashed, everybody's just busy working, and there's really not much to talk about. So hopefully you guys can appreciate me trying my very best to squeeze out any information I can, and yeah, all that good stuff, you know, going straight to the horse's mouth on this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, drop a like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and as always, make sure to have a wonderful day. Peace.